Game against Stennismuir, sort of take what you get from those games. It's they're hard. You're always expected to go and win comfortably, and I mean if you don't go and sort of score 4 or 5 goals, people look at it almost like a disappointment. But most important thing was always getting through, and I think we were quite comfortable in the end. And yeah, good to keep a clean sheet and get through.
Pleased for yourself to get a goal and get man of the match as well?
Yeah, always pleased to sort of do well individually as well as part of the team. I mean, it's probably said so many times, it's a bit of a cliche, but I mean the team always comes first. But on a personal level, to sort of score again is good, and to have a good performance was nice as well. I mean, when you play teams in the cup that are sort of same league as you, the games are always going to be difficult. I think Partick, we've sort of had 1 win, 1 defeat with them so far this season, and I think that a cup game, it's another cliche again, but anything can happen in them. So we'll go and try and set out our game plan and just try and progress through the next round, and hopefully we can do that.
What's your thoughts going into Celtic on Wednesday night?
Celtic's a totally different game again. It is one of those where they're playing so well at the moment, and obviously their home form's been sort of impeccable, that it's going to be a really difficult game going there. But we believe sort of on our day we can cause any team's problems, so we'll just go into that game, try and set up like with our game plan, try and cause them as many problems as we can, and take what we can from the game.
If you got the win, you'd be the first team to beat them this season domestically.
Yeah, I mean every game sort of is as important as the next. When you come up to anyone in the league, you sort of want to try and obviously set out slow to try and keep clean sheets, and then go and try and build on that. And I think that's definitely something we'll look for at Parkhead, obviously, to be the first team to sort of take points off them there. And certainly if we could go in there and get the victory, first team to beat them this season would be a great achievement for us. But we'll certainly not change the way we approach the game in terms of our effort and the way we shape up. So we'll just go there and see what we can do and try and cause an upset.
And what have you made of Celtic so far from playing against them and from watching them this season?
I mean, yeah, every time you watch Celtic, they're looking good. They're almost looking too good to stop. But for us, I think when we played them earlier this season, that we probably didn't play as well as we can, and we still managed to score a couple of goals against them. So we'll just try and build on that and say that we know that there's opportunities to take against them, and we'll just have to try and do that. And we know we're going to have to be at our best, and maybe have them have a slight off day, but we certainly know that we're capable of taking something, so we'll go with that attitude and see what we can get.
This Saturday at home, I know as a footballer you don't want to look too far ahead, but looking to Saturday's home match with Hamilton, just a big game, first home league match of the new year.
Yeah, I mean we've started obviously one game so far, that turn of the year, and managed to win that, so we're just looking to try and build on that as best we can. Obviously look at Celtic game first, try and get what we can in that, and then home games you sort of want to try and pick up as many points as you can when you're playing at home. So that game again, it'll be probably a different kind of game from the Celtic game, but certainly we know Hamilton will try and cause us problems the same way that we want to cause teams problems as well. So we know it'll be difficult, but as I say, we feel like we're capable of beating anyone in the league. So certainly Hamilton at home is a game that we'll look at and try and get 3 points from.
If St Johnstone have got real aspirations to finish in the top 6 again, a home game against a team from the bottom half of the table is the kind of games we should be winning.
Yeah, I mean it's exactly that. If we want to finish sort of top 6, then we need to sort of look at our home form probably so far this season and say it needs to improve. And Hamilton's the first one sort of term of the year where we'll have a home tie, and we certainly want to go and get 3 points from that.
I mean the games this season at home, I mean against the kind of top half table, the results have been really good. It's been maybe games where St Johnstone have been expected to win. Does that sometimes go against, in terms of psychology of a player going to those kind of games where you're expected to win at home?
I mean sometimes sort of people look at games and say you're expected to win, and I think it's a league that certainly most teams can beat most teams on their day. So there's no sort of gimme games, and there's nothing that you're going expecting 3 points from. So I think that, as I've said, sort of at home we feel that we should have done better in games and picked up more points, so we're looking to try and set that right against Hamilton and say that that's a game that at home we're expecting to win ourselves, in terms of we know how good we are and what we can do. So we'll go into that game looking for 3 points and just try and get them.
Yourself, how do you feel you played this season so far and in recent weeks?
I mean, yeah, on a personal level I feel like coming here was going to be difficult to step up, and I feel like it's probably taken me a bit more time to settle in and feel comfortable here than maybe I hoped it would. But now I feel like feel comfortable where I'm playing, feel comfortable in and around the team, and hopefully I can just start adding more goals and sort of more assists to my game, and then kick on from there. But pleased to have played sort of as much as I have and looking to continue that for the rest of the season.
And this Saturday it's painted blue, going to try and get lots of kids and families and stuff involved and getting face painting and coming to the game in blue. Yeah. And you've been part of a wee music video yourself and Chris Miller and some other players.
Yeah, I mean, probably wasn't my finest moment in football was part of the video, but yeah, we just want sort of as many fans turned up at games as they can, and certainly when you go walk out in a stadium and see it all your colours, then it does give you a bit of a lift. So hopefully the fans sort of take it as a bit of a joke, which it is, but also take the message on board and say let's turn up in as many numbers as we can and try and fill out stadiums.
Just finally, what would you say to fans to come along to not just Saturday but other home games to come and support their local team?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously, as a player, it's massive to have sort of as many fans as you can at games. They maybe don't realise sort of how big an impact it is, but when you walk out and you hear sort of thousands turned up and sort of cheering you on, it does give you a lift that sort of nothing else can. So I'd encourage every fan that possibly can to get along and show your support in any way you can, and certainly sort of wearing the colours and singing along it's always a massive help for players. So anyone that can make it, it'd be really good to see as many there as possible.